Yo guys yini kanti lo baba lona wayakhohlakele kanje ye on my brother's keeper bakakhohlakele la kwababa ukhohlakele. I know ukuthi uya actor but like it's too much. Why each and every time he learns ama character okukhohlakala and he nails them like oh sana wave wakhohlakala ubaba. So anyways, on Guamaba, he managed to stop Uzwelake's marriage. Lalela guys, when Uzwelake says Mamta Wongi. When Uzwelake says Mamta Wong, oh sana, I get you. Hey, can I get my own Zwelake? Can my own Zwelake locate me? Anyway, let's do the review. So, on this episode, we saw that Uzwelake's uncle stopped the wedding, and yena uthi, according to himself, his mom is not married to them Kizes because them Kizes never finished to pay lobola, and there was never really a traditional ceremony that took a place. Sana, when I tell you that Uzwelake is furious. But anyway, Uzwelake feels like, you know what, it's his responsibility as a firstborn son to go and finish up what his father did not finish. Meanwhile, ubaba mkhulu wakhe is busy grooming his sons to take over each and every time. And you know his sons are chilled people. They are so chilled. They talk nice about Zwelake. They acknowledge that Zwelake is their brother. Really, they are just chilled. But not ubaba mkhulu kaZwelake. Uba like, lalela, I do not want that child to rule over us one day. I don't want him to prosper. I do not want him to have an heir. I'm like, sana, this father, this dad. Lo tata ke kaloku sana, like as not enough ukuthi bakakhohlakele on my brother's keeper. Like he has to ukuthi asikhohlakalele ke kwangoku la kwababa. So anyway guys, by the grace of God, it is said that the wedding between Ubahumi and Uzwelake will consume by fire, by force. It will go forward. Forward we go with this wedding, okay? Forward we go. Now, ubaba mkhulu kaZwelake, what is his name? His name here is Utumsani. I remember him from my brother's keeper that he was Ushabalala. But he then goes far below the belts and resorts towards witchcraft. He's gonna be like, you know what, at this point, my best option is to resort towards witchcraft. And sana uzozama ke ukuloya Uzwelake to never have a son. Oh sana, like I can't with this father, I can't with this daddy. Oh sana, like I'm a rose okhohlakala. And the thing for me ukuthi, why does he nails them so much? Like he perfectly. As long as we roll your khohlakala, baba lo will kill it for you. Will murder it for you. Questionable ke kaloku. Questionable. I'm joking. I know he's acting, but yeah, it's questionable. Kushube kakhulu on Guababa this week. We are going to watch Uzwelake having delays on his wedding. Now, a biggest secret was exposed on Friday that Zwelake's mom is not a fully Makoti according to the Zulu culture. What a shocker. Now, this comes after Uslindile's brother just showed up. Of course, we all know that he was fetched by Utumsani, ubabomkhulu kaZwelake, because really he is trying by all his means to make sure that Uzwelakhe does not get married. Now it is said that Uzwelakhe uzophoxeka, uDumsani uzophoxeka kakhulu in realizing that the wedding will go forward. Uzwelakhe will end up getting married to Bahumi. Now, of course, this will be a huge disappointment kubabumkhulu uDumsani. And when I tell you that they are going to try their best to come up with a plan B, in realizing that plan A failed dismally, they're going to realize that now we need plan B in action. Listen, this two, that's the level of stage that they are in, okay? They are in some next level where you like, oh my gosh, in trying so much to make sure that they are holding up Zwelake's things. Like that Zwelake fought so hard in making sure that she and Bahumi end up getting married. Now, I heard Uslindile saying that she does not understand why did she not eliminate or rather kill all of them when she had a chance to do so. Now, this does definitely raise some eyebrows to say, Slindile, oh, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't understand why you did not eliminate all of them when you had a chance to do so? It raises a big, not even small, big eyebrows in trying to understand what exactly is Uslindile trying to say. But yeah, that is Gwababa, more drama. It seems like a lot of South Africans are enjoying this new telenovela. I am here for it as well, okay? I am here for it. Good storyline. It's starting on a good note. It's starting on a good note and it is well written. That's one thing for sure. Most of us are here for it. There's still a lot of drama that is gonna unfold on Gwababa. Now we do know that Uzwelakhe has met Azwana girl and all that he wants to do is to get married. How cute, okay? But there are obstacles in his way. For instance, he runs a family business and there is jealousy amongst the family where his uncle, Ubabumkhulu wakhe, is very much jealous of Uzwelakhe and feels like Uzwelakhe is not the rightful leader of the family. If anything, it should be his son's Umhlaba. Uzwelakhe offers Umhlaba a job, but it's not a job that Umhlaba was expecting. Uzwelakhe wants Umhlaba to be a truck driver. Meanwhile, people are plotting against Uzwelakhe's marriage. It is well known now in the family that Uzwelakhe does want to get married to a girl that he barely knows. Uzwelakhe goes as far as meeting with the girl's father and convinces him that he have nothing but pure intentions for his daughter. And we do see Ubahumi also agreeing to the hand in marriage. Now, the preparations of the marriage that is supposed to take place on Friday, it's one thing that is going to be shocking. There's going to be a lot of family drama. People are going to be fighting each other. A lot is going to be transpiring and taking place. So, it's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be like we are just walking here, okay? But anyway, I do look forward to this season. It does look like it's an interesting season where, I don't know, it feels like it's going to be a lot of witchcrafty as well. Like a lot is going to be taking place and I'm here for it. I am here for Gwababa. I am falling in love with the series. I'm not going to lie. Hello, hi guys. We have a brand new telenovela on Mzansi Magic. It's gonna be playing on a 7:30 slot and it is called Gwababa. The setup, it's giving my brother's keeper. It's definitely giving my brother's keeper, but I'm gonna try to my best of my ability to explain the storyline. I must say that the cast members in love, Gensana, in love, down. I am in love with everyone who got casted. Now, the setup here, it appears as if there was Ubaba Wasekaya who had Istembu, but it also appears as if he did not marry his first wife. As a result, the second wife sons are the one who continued with the empire, the family legacy, right? So the second son from the second wife who was married, according to the storyline, unfortunately passed away, okay? But before he passed away, he already had a wife and sons, right? So it means now the sons of these second sons are the one who are trying to continue with the family legacy, which makes them grandchildren to the initial men who kind of started the whole legacy, the whole business, family business. It's quite tricky to follow, but it seems that way because we get to see Umshengu. Why am I calling him Umshengu? But yeah, we got to see this man from my brother's keeper being Ubabumkulu to these other children. And when also ahamba ayophahla makaphahla uthi baba, so it was so confusing to me, and this makes me assume this son right here as the grandson of the initial man. Like, it's quite so confusing. Like I did say, I will try to explain it to the best of my ability, but it is so confusing. Like, the start of it was confusing me, Nanami. I couldn't follow. Anyways, the storyline also goes ahead, and we get to see Ukwazi falling in love with Sutu, if not Sutu, it's one girl child. Within and we get to see that she have a boyfriend who really does not prioritize her, who prioritizes partying and satisfying friends. It was her birthday, she was turning 30, they were supposed to go out, celebrate, but baby boy decided to go out with friends and celebrate with friends. She felt so disappointed, and this is when she met Ukwazi. Oh, Sana, it seems like it's love at first sight. You know how it is with the movies, soapies. Yeah, it was giving love at first sight, and it was beautiful. It was so beautiful to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was melting myself. I was like, That's just how beautiful it was to watch those two. So they kind of spent the whole her birthday day together. Kwazi became a gentleman, bought her flowers, and just be like, hey, I really want to get to know you better since it's your birthday, okay? And we also get to see that Kwazi, is it her name Kwazi or Kwezi, between the two, he also have a brother, a younger or an elder brother, who is very much close to his uncle, Obabumkhulu wakhe. And it appears that he is very much responsible. He's a DJ, and he has baby mamas, and he really lacks the ability to take care of his baby mamas. So far, that's how the storyline was. I don't know what to say, casted, or the way that it appears to us, rather, the audience. So far, those were the storylines that I got, okay? And yeah, it seems like it's going to be a very, very interesting telenovela. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be good. I am going to be good season in and season out, episode in and episode out. It really does looks promising. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to hype it too much. It's just the first episode, really. But does it looks promising? Hell yeah. Sana Nganele, I don't know why Bridget and Themba are still together. But first, I do want to talk about City and Tamara. Listen, City and Tamara are back for Nganele from Makoti. Are you the one? And I ask myself, why are they back? Okay, apparently they have broken up, and it has been some time since they have broken up. And it is alleged that one of the reasons they broken up, domestic violence was involved. That's left Tamara looking apparently like there was a huge fight between City and Tamara. Tamara suspected that City was cheating on her with one of her friends. It does seem like they were also intoxicated. Before you know it, a physical fight spilled out of those two, where Tamara felt attacked by City, Bianca, who is her sister, and one of her friends. Now they did open a court case against one another, and yes, their relationship is over. We did see them on the show. Seems like they were trying to rehearse things, whereby City did not even want to hear it. Okay, according to me, City does look like Ipara Unyawupe, very not clean, dirty, untidy. Look like someone who drinks a lot, heavily, probably even doing more than just drinking, honestly, like and but we did also see Usizi having a conversation with his mom, whereby his mom told us that City has found a new job, and it is confirmed that one of the child that City's baby mama, you all remember from Makoti, I don't know if you still remember, but there was a child that they were still questioning the paternity of the baby's child, if it's City's or not. So according to them, that the DNA was done, and yes, the baby is City's, and it does look like City's mom is staying with both City's kids. So she was asking for a washing machine from City. A lot is happening. Nganele follows the couples. What happened after Makoti? Are you the one? Man, I don't know. I don't see any couple getting married from this season at all. Like, I'm sorry, but I do not see marriage here. I'm failing to see marriage. Really, I am. And I'm asking myself, why is City and Tamara back? Going to Bridget. That one just stressed me out. Like, I am so stressed right now. Bridget, babe, you stress me out so much, because why is Bridget still with Themba? Why is Bridget still with Themba? So it was discussed on the show that Themba did pay half lobola for Bridget, and they are still going to go back and pay the full lobola. And yeah, but a lot has happened in those two, okay, including Themba actually sleeping with Bridget's sister. I don't know if that was scripted. I feel like it was scripted, because there is no way that Bridget would forgive such a thing and the lobola will go on. Like, there is just no way, you know. But yeah, Themba also mentioned that there are two other ladies in his life. And I was just like, what is happening here? So Bridget legit will have to stand for these two other women. Like, I don't know. Bridget and Themba just stresses me out so much. It does look like also Themba is living a fast life, partying life. We saw him involved in a car accident, and I'm not saying that it's only people who are living a fast life who could be involved in a car accident. Other people could be involved in a car accident as well. But it does seem like people who are involved in a car, it does seem like his car accident was from a groove. Like, honestly, it does see that the accident that he got, he was back from the groove or going to the groove or whatever the case may be, okay? Yeah, but I honestly don't know why Themba and Bridget are still together. Bridget, ngwanyana waka. Uyang stressa, like the level of anxiety that I get from you, I just can't, I just cannot. And again, we have Themba. Who is Themba's woman? Oh, Sana, completely forgotten her. Is it Pumzile? I don't know, Themba. But Themba and her woman, from the trailer, we definitely do see that it's not going good at all there. We did see that we did see from the first episode that they are together, they are like rekindling. It seems like Themba is going through some financial difficulties. He has to downgrade his place. He's now renting in township, kind of, sort of, so I don't know what's happening in those two's life, okay? And they did discuss that the reason that they are not yet married or lobola has not been paid is because Themba's woman, whom I totally forgot her name, still have to finalize her divorce. So they are still waiting for her to finalize her divorce so that the lobola will proceed. That was my understanding, but I don't know.